In this Map Suite MVC Edition sample app walkthrough, we're going to show you how you can add a context menu to a highlight overlay. Now, if you're not familiar with context menus, they are little menus that pop up when you right-click on something. So in this case, if I right-click on this highlight overlay here that's containing this rectangle shape, you'll see we've got two different entries. One that is about ThinkGeo, and if I click on that, it would pop up a new browser window that takes us to the ThinkGeo website. And then if I click on the other one here, you can see I'm actually adding a pop-up to the map as well, showing the longitude and latitude coordinates. So context menus can be really helpful, and they're supposed to be contextual, based upon the thing that you're right-clicking on. And so in this case, we've just got a real simple sample, but if you had other objects, you could make the context menu custom for each type of object that you want the user to click on. Now this sample, we're actually adding the context menu to a highlight overlay. Context menus are something throughout the Map Suite system, so you can use them on a lot of different things besides just highlight overlays, such you can use them on markers and other types of overlays as well. So just because this sample is doing a highlight overlay, don't think you always have to use a highlight overlay to do this. You can use it on other objects within Map Suite as well. So let's take a look at the source code so you can see how to implement this in your own application. This sample doesn't have any controller source, so we're going to look at just the view source here. And we're going to go down here to where we're setting up the map. And this is our standard code you've probably seen over and over again if you've looked at our samples, where we're adding the map to the page, setting the current extent, setting the map unit, and then adding the world map kit as our base map. So that's standard code. And then down here is where we're setting up the highlight overlay. And here is the meat of the sample, where we're setting up the context menu. And you can see context menu is just a class available within Map Suite. And you can give it its size and things of that nature. And then you can add menu items to the context menu. So in here you can see where we have the two different menu items. In this case we have the About ThinkGeo, which is going to launch a new browser window and point it to a page on our website. And then we've got another one here that's just saying click me. Now a neat thing here is here's where you can set up what happens when somebody clicks those. So in this case, since it was just a standard link, the browser is going to handling that when the user clicks on that first menu item. But on this second menu item, where we have the click me, we're actually setting a JavaScript function to be called on client click. So that gives you a lot of control over what you want to happen when the user clicks on an item in your context menu. And then down here, we're just adding those items to the actual context menu. And then down here we're creating the style for the highlight overlay, and we're adding that rectangle feature. And then we're adding the context layer that we're setting, I should say, the context layer that we created to the context menu on the highlight overlay itself. And then down here we've got just a default pop-up that we want to happen when the user clicks, and we'll show how this is executed a little bit later in the JavaScript. And then finally the map is rendered out to the page. So that's how everything is set up. Now when the user clicks on that highlight overlay or that rectangle on the map, this on client click is going to be called. And within that we're going to get an info pop-up, a reference to that off of the map that we set up earlier. We're going to get the X and Y where the user clicked, because that's passed into the client click as an event argument. And we're going to set the HTML of the pop-up with just a span tag and pass in the longitude and latitude so you can show the user where they clicked. And then on that info pop-up we're going to set that HTML accordingly and then show it. So this is just a little code snippet that happens when the highlight overlay is clicked, and this is actually showing the pop-up that we set up down here. I hope this sample has been useful for you and gives you some ideas of how you can use context menus within your application. And remember, context menus are just not for the highlight overlay, they're throughout the Map Suite API. So if you want to use them in various places, be sure to look and see if it's available for the object that you're wanting to use it for. As always, feel free to contact us if you have any questions, or you can also post them directly on our discussion forums at thinkgeo.com/forums. Thank you for watching.